This is our official 1,000 subscriber celebration. And I just want to thank everyone for watching these last few months. When I started this channel back in September, I didn't think I would be here talking with you about reaching this goal before the end of the year. But thanks to you, we have been able to reach more and more people about reading great books. With your support, we will continue to expand the reach of this channel, so please like and subscribe if you get the chance. Because of the YouTube algorithm, your likes and subscriptions mean that more people will see this content you like. For this video, you will learn a little bit about my experience over the past few months, and more importantly, we'll take a look at our future goals for this channel. As we step into the future, I'd like to improve the content and delivery of this channel. I'm still fairly new to this space, so over the past couple of months, I've been feeling out different approaches to making videos. Some of those have been successful, some of those less successful. At least I feel that way. Growth and experimentation will still be in the cards for 2026. However, my core goal will always be reading outreach and literacy. I absolutely love literature and books. I've made them a part of my life. This is, in fact, a passion project for me. And I want to continue to bring this enthusiasm to future episodes for you. The more people we can get reading, the better it will be for our collective brains. Let's do a quick wrap up of this channel's past work, then to the future. For the past couple of months, my three biggest ongoing creative challenges have been: first, gauging the appropriate depth of content. I have a literature PhD, so I can get in a bit of a rabbit hole. I am, what they call in the biz, an Americanist, which means that I study American literature, history, and culture with a heavy emphasis on the literary component. I can talk about this stuff all day, but I realize that what interests me is not necessarily what interests a YouTube audience. So I'm continually calibrating this content and language to make everything interesting and accessible for you and as many others as possible. All of this has been a balancing act, and it will be in the near future. Second, creating compelling thumbnails and titles has been another challenge. Because all of us want to get the word out on books, and I include all of the audience in this. We want people to click on these videos. You will see me continue to experiment with ways to recruit viewers and make more engaging thumbnails. I learned a couple of funny things over the past couple of months about my own thumbnails. Audiences, funnily enough, prefer if I wear a hat for one. I don't know why. And you seem to like my happier thumbnails, so I'm going to try to continue with that tone and that trend in the future. I want to get to a place where more consistent design choices are going to lead to better long-term retention. Third, editing, and I think this is for everyone in the booktube and just creator landscape. Editing is a challenge. I love the creative process of editing, and while it has been a challenge, I'd like to continue to learn more about it. I didn't expect to love the creation process that much, but I love the design aspects of editing videos. I did not expect it would take as much time as it does. It's much, much more than just splicing clips together. Also, I don't have quite an expansive catalog of videos yet, but here are my top favorite videos from the last year. My favorite one to create was the 20 Essential Black Authors Who Changed America. The second one, I really loved making the video on Divine Days. And third, this one wasn't popular, and I'm working on how to communicate the subject matter of this video. But I really liked doing the one about novels on AI. That one was another interest of mine, and you'll see more of those episodes going forward in the future. Building on these episodes, this channel will continue with its philosophy that life is composed of a whole spectrum of experiences, and we don't gain a full view of life without seeking them out. Simply put, life is better when we understand and seek knowledge and experience outside our own bubbles. And guess what? I'm still learning with you. This is the great thing about reading books. It gives us constant and ever evolving growth experiences. So you will see a continuation and an expansion of the series and themes you watched in 2025. And over the course of 2026, I'd like to share the books and literature that will hopefully resonate with you, enlighten something for you, and set fire to your imagination. Fiction is a thought provocateur. Proust actually has one of my favorite quotes on why we read, and he included this in his Time Regained. Although he's not one of my favorite authors, it's a pretty good quote. He writes, "We read to discover ourselves, turning the writer's words into a mirror for our own hidden thoughts, making solitude fruitful by connecting us to others' minds and awakening our own dormant feelings, with great books acting as our optical instruments or provocations that spark our personal search for meaning rather than giving direct answers." I take this to mean something like novels don't instruct us like not philosophy or self-help. In my opinion, it does something much better. It frames questions and it poses dilemmas that provoke thought, and perhaps even better, a prolonged and sustained sense of contemplation. The learning that we achieve is kickstarted by literature, but our gains ultimately come from our own tenacious struggle with the novel's paradoxes and anxieties. But the teacher is our own experience with a text. And the more literate and practiced we become with reading, the deeper and more profound our experience becomes. The view that writing is an instigator or, as Proust says, optical instrument, informs the approach that we will take with the books in our episodes. Novels are a means through which we can pose questions, work out dilemmas, make connections between ideas and people, and also wrestle with the contradictions of life. On that note, you will see some of the following in 2026. We will have a literature from Black authors, both in feature episodes and as a matter of course in most videos. As you know from past videos, I contend that American history and literature cannot be told without Black voices, and America would be unrecognizable without understanding the primacy of the African American tradition. I have had a background in literature of the African American tradition, but I still have a lot to learn, and I hope my respect and curiosity is apparent in each episode. I invite you to learn with our community and contribute your own insight and recommendations in the future. I received a lot of really good reading recommendations during 2025, so I'll be returning to many of those books in the near future. I'll also be sharing new, well-known, as well as underappreciated voices. I'll also expand our learning pursuits to include Latin American literature and other topics that come up in the course of the year. About a month ago, I finished a book by Jose Donoso called The Obscene Bird of Night. It was recommended as part of the Latin American literary canon. I was utterly perplexed by it, which made me want to understand more, not only about the ideas that comprise the book, but also where and how it sits with other Latin American authors. That is, where did it come from and how did it get here? This is another important global tradition, and it provides insight not only to the history of the Americas, but its history is also inextricably intertwined with the United States. Since AI is one of the foremost questions and anxieties of our contemporary world, I plan on continuing our series on AI by reading through literature that tackles the AI problem. Literary authors have been contemplating AI for centuries. Yes, centuries. Check out the Reading Through AI video I already published for more recommendations and history on literature and AI. We can make our own choices for how we want to shape our society. And the questions, dilemmas, perspectives, forms, and narratives that have already been posed in books are integral to shaping our human vision for how we can exist and thrive on the spaceship Earth. We just have to pick up the books and do the hard intellectual and cultural work to get us there. We'll also have a number of additional topics in the months to come. I'm excited for you to see what we can learn and read next. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. I'm Ben from TiltingatTomes.